It is now time for the In News. It's the news that we are into.
Whether you are into it or not.
It's actual. It's factual. It's mostly my opinion, but it is informative. In fact, sometimes it's out in your face. Sometimes it's in your bed. Trying to get over the hump. Sometimes it's incredible. It's usually insensitive, but it's always insane.
Y'all.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is.
Trying to get over the hump.
Where we headed to on this hump
No, I'm
day?
just trying to keep my head to the sky.
Yep.
I get over the hump. I'm listening to that. That's a hell of a song for me to come into the end news with.
And I was thinking, is that technically a gospel song? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a little upbeat.
Yeah, but I'm going. Okay, now what story should I do after that?
Oh, I got a story here about a guy shooting himself in his genitalia. Oh, let me put that one in the back.
Yeah, did he have his head to the sky?
Oh, I'm for sure he did. Or his head bowed, either or.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Pennsylvania.
All right, let's go.
Where police are to halt profanity citations. I'm literally going to Pennsylvania.
Literally.
Literally, yes. Philadelphia State Police have agreed to stop issuing disorderly conduct citation to people who use profane language. The American Civil Liberties Union said. Millie Jackson can come in here and cuss all she wants to.
All she wants to.
We're not going to give her a ticket.
We won't.
Now, I wonder about that, because does this mean I'm going to have to change my attitude? Because when I do the concert for the city of Philadelphia...
An angry city in itself.
I usually can't do profanity.
Really? So they tell you that before you even step on stage?
Oh, yeah, I know that already. Yeah. In fact, when people book me now, and they're a little skeptical, I go, I'm doing the jazz festival out in Monterey this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about, does she know she can't use, profanity and blah, 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 blah. And then say, some of her fans are going to be disappointed if she don't be suggestive. I said, I got 3 kind of shows. I got the Philly show.
You got 3 types of shows.
I got the Millie show and the British show. Which one do you want? And the Philly show is the clean show. But now, hell, they're telling me, hey, I can cuss in Philadelphia. Now, the British show is the show, the Brits. I did a TV show in Britain.
How was that?
I did too.
How was that?
And believe it or not, the Brits say, you can say the F word 7 times within an hour for the sake of authenticity.
On television.
On television, after hours. And they say anything more than 7 is just lewd. So, I wouldn't say more than 7, so I wouldn't be lewd.
You'll stop at right at 6.5. You're like, yeah. Whoa. 6.5.
And then, of course, there's the Millie show, which everybody knows. So you can go Philly, you can go Millie, or you can go British.
Philly, Millie, or British.
Or British, yes.
Philly, Millie, or you have the fish and, what was it that they eat? Chips and, Dang, what is that the British people eat?
Fish and chips.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Yeah.
Millie, Philly, or fish and chips?
But the ACLU sued the police in May 2010 on behalf of a woman ticketed for yelling a-hole at a motorcyclist who swerved close to her.
Wow.
The civil liberties group said such profanity is protected speech under the Constitution. Now, I'm going to go do my symphony and say it's speech protection. I have the right. Besides being a waste of police sources, these types of citations are often used by police to punish people who argue with them. Mary Catherine Roper, an attorney for the ACLU of Pennsylvania, said in a statement, "We are very happy the state police will proactively address this problem. Under the settlement, police officers will be told they can no longer ticket people who use profane words or gestures." Hey, there you go, flip the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they are directed after officers. Oh, I'm beginning to like Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Officers will receive mandatory training in free speech and will be told that obscene does not mean profanity, indecent speech, or gestures, according to the ACLU. Police officials did not immediately return a phone call seeking comment. The suit stemmed from an incident in which a Lucerne County woman reported the motorcyclist incident and was cited for using the profanity. The motorcyclist was also ticketed, the ACLU said. It said the Pennsylvania police issue about 750 citations for profanity a year. So now, you want to go to Pennsylvania and live up to your name? Just go on.
Go on now. Go on now.
You can use your name, and I'm going to sing the symphony behind you while you do it.
Yep. I'm running all over stage, passing out shirts with my logo on it.
Yes. In Toronto.
You're not banned in Canada, are you?
No.
Okay.
A pilot spilled coffee accidentally triggered a hijacking alert and caused a United Airlines flight from Chicago to Frankfurt, Germany, to make an unscheduled stop in Canada. A Transport Canada report said United Flight 940 was diverted to Toronto late Monday and landed safely at Pearson's International Airport. In a twist reminiscent of the pilot of the 1964 Glenn Ford movie, Fate is the Hunter, the coffee spill caused distress signals to go out, including code 7500, which means hijacking or unlawful interference. The report says Canada's Defense Department was notified, but that was with the help of United Dispatch staff. The flight crew confirmed it to be a communication issue and not a hijacking. The report on Transport Canada's website said the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration reported the United Corporation office had indicated the pilot had inadvertently squawked a 7500 code after spilling coffee on the aircraft's radio equipment, which interfered with the communication equipment. I wonder what's happened with him right there. The flight crew had advised that they had communication problems and subsequently reported they had some navigation problems as well. From there, the pilot and the command diverted the flight on to Toronto. United spokesman Rashawn Johnson acknowledged Wednesday that one of 3 cockpit crew members caused the mishap by spilling a drink. It was a beverage. During light turbulence, one of the crew members' beverages spilled, which then caused issues with the plane's communication equipment. Johnson said the crew was in contact with air traffic control throughout. He said the pilot elected to divert the flight rather than cross the Atlantic while experiencing a communications problem. The Boeing 777 was carrying 241 passengers, 14 crew members. Johnson said United flew back to Chicago to another plane and put them up in a hotel room overnight. They flew to Germany on Tuesday. Can you imagine all of that over a cup of coffee?
Just a cup of coffee. Dang you, Folgers.
I'd have been quite upset
Mm-hmm.
if I had to be in Germany and the pilot spilled the coffee and I had to go and spend the night in Chicago.
So I'm pretty sure they set him up all nice.
Huh?
They set him up nicely.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't even say anything about him being fined or nothing. He just had a mishap and threw coffee in the communications. That's it!
He wasn't spiking that coffee now, was he?
I don't
A little
know.
Irish coffee there now, was it?
Was it Irish? I don't know. You know, I'm just saying. But I guess that once the communications have a problem, I wouldn't. He did the right thing because I wouldn't want to go across the water
No, that's
with
better be
people-
safe than sorry in that
with people
instance.
not being able to hear what's going on.
I agree.
Yeah. But I still would have been upset if I had to be in Germany.
Oh, yeah. What if you had a gig?
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
know, I got to go to Chicago instead of my gig. I've been quite upset.
I understand. I would be too.
But better safe than sorry.
I hear you on that.
We shall check on your traffic and see if anybody's safe or sorry.